Good morning, everyone. This is Tacita Curry. This morning, I'll be talking to you all throughout the world with lots of good news and obviously talking about ITTI. It's been a long time that I haven't come online to share with you what we have been up to, what I have been up to. But if you are ready, my friend on social media, you know that I've been busy studying, busy cooking and baking. That's my new challenge. But I'm not going to talk about beautiful cakes and beautiful food with you all. I'm going to talk about the TESOL. As you know, in this life we gotta be able to do lots of things. But if you, in case you are not yet my friend on social media, let me share with you here my social media so we can stay all connected. So let me just pull it here. So, and remember, this is a live broadcast directly here from our ITTI studios in New York City. So make sure you interact with us. So in the meantime, I'm chit chatting with you while people are getting connected. So let me go back here and let me quickly share with you my um, social media here. So you all can have it my contact. So again, so this is a live broadcast. So feel free to send me a message here so I can share with you all the details. Okay, here it is. Okay, sorry. So it came. So can you all hear me okay? So it's oh yeah, perfect. So I can see some comments. So if you can hear me, so yeah, so hello, this is ITTI Gelma. For those of you who don't know what Gelma is, or it's in Algeria, it's one of our newest partners. So we have ITTI Algeria, we have Madagascar, my biggest friend Renee over there. So little by little, everybody's okay. So all right. So today, as you know, I want to talk to you about what will the future be for us doing the TESOL? How can we reinvent ourselves? You know, if it is a good time for us to take the TEFL certification right now, and can you travel? Can you come here to New York? What can we do? There's lots of questions. So sit down, relax. This is not a Netflix movie or series, but I'll try to be as entertaining as I can. So, all right. Let me start here with my presentation here. So I'm going to quickly talk about what we are going to do it here in New York and around the world. We are in different times right now. So we all have been hit by this crazy coronavirus. And I mean, I can't, how can I go on without talking a little bit about it? Obviously, because lots of people, they want to come to New York, they want to come to Paris, they want to go to Madagascar, they want to go to Algeria, Baku, and all of our centers everywhere. So they're sending us messages, they are asking us, can I already go, can I not go? So in fact, so if one of my partners or some of my partners that own the show now, feel free just to send a message on the chat. But all our locations can be founded on our website. All right, so this is what I want to talk to you here. This presentation here. Okay, so all right. So first of all, for those of you who are not familiar with the TEFL program, I wanted to explain to you what the TEFL programming is, which is teaching English as a foreign language. It's in case if you wish to become an English teacher and you want to teach abroad, this is the best opportunity for you to do it. Is our program, which is recognized worldwide. I mean, you don't have to be a teacher. We give you all the training. I mean, if you're already a teacher, so there are several programs that you can even polish your skills. So, but that is a way for you to, I mean, if you wish to get better work opportunity in your city, in your state, in your country, or in your region, if you decided to go to a different region, or if you want to be a little bit more courageous, and if you want soon, because life will go back to its normal at some point in time. In some countries, everybody's already doing differently. I know we have, and I will talk about that. I know we have been like, okay, some countries go on and off a lockdown, problems with the vaccinations and all of this. But see the light at the end of the tunnel is a little bit brighter because, just see yourself where we were last year. We were in a much more complicated position. So now things are slightly getting better. So, the US is already open. You can already come to the US so long as you're already vaccinated. France and all the parts of the world are slightly going back to it. Yes, we go on and off, but we have to learn how to deal with this because we cannot stop dreaming. Are you going to stop dreaming? Are you going to stop living? No. So you got to continue. So we have Argentina. Marcela is our newest partner. So we didn't even have the time to announce our newest partner in Argentina. So we have it here. So say hello to me so we have, and just for you to know, let me tell you something. This is a live broadcasting, and your comments, I can bring it up here. So you see, if you make your comment, I bring it up here. So Marcela, hello. You see, it's on the show. So when you have questions, so make sure you put it over here so I can share. But anyways, okay. So this is what the TESOL program is all about. It's people from all over the world. It's a way for us to get connected with people from every single corner and all walks of life. So anyway, so for those of you who don't know, I am one of the founders of IGTI here in New York City, together with Gisela Cornejo, who might be joining us in the show in a little bit. So, she is always about the academic stuff. So you might want to ask anything particularly about the program. So she will be on the show in a little bit. So, and what I mainly want to talk to you all is about the impact of the COVID in this educational industry, the big impact that it has caused. So, and what we can do about it. So we have to think outside the box and we have to go around the curve. But, more than a year has been gone by and we are been waiting and doing things, but it's time again for us to take our power back, and it's time again for us to start dreaming. We have to go back and planning your life, planning what you want to do it. So if you dream, if you dream of traveling, if you dream of living abroad, going someplace else, why not now? Not now, but why not get started right now? Because things takes lots of time. It's not that simple that you decided today and tomorrow you're off and go. No. So you have to start planning. You have to have a vision. You have to have a dream. So I tell you, for those of you, like I mentioned before, I'm taking this time to reinvent myself, to do other things, to challenge myself. I am literally challenging myself. I am, again, studying how to cook and how to bake. For those of you who know me, I didn't even know how to fry an egg or to slice up an onion. But I'm making it happen. It's focus. I'm driven to make it happen. So, and that is the same with you, whatever you choose, whatever you want to do it. All right, so here it is. So where do we stand now? So by the way, in some countries, some of IGTI partners worldwide, they are already accepting applications for you to go and take courses face-to-face. So, in some countries, there is restriction in terms of international borders. They are open or closed. Some countries are accepting students, and some of our ITTIs are open. So you just have to check on our website and see which ITTIs are fully open. Again, you have the contact. You can contact all our ITTIs worldwide. And again, if some of them, they are here, they will send their message right here. They will put their link, or you can easily find us on social media. But again, it's a time for you to think that we are in a better position than we were before. People, students overall, and schools, centers, institute like us start getting back on our feet and think, okay, so it's time for us to go back because we cannot live without education. We cannot live without training. So it's time again for you to start dreaming again. Maybe you put your dreams, your wishes, your visions, your ambitions and everything on the side. So now it's time for you to take that back and say, okay, now it's time for me to start planning. For me in the near future to do something abroad or to travel or whatever may be. So All right. So what else do we need to know? What else is going on? So, lots of people in this industry, lots of companies, they let lot people went back home. So there are lots of job opportunities reopening. We just have the chance to place 200 students in Korea recently because, as I said, countries are reopening. People are looking for teachers. People are looking for opportunities. Um, so the demand for online training, as you know, has exploded. So lots of people are taking courses online. And you know what the crazy thing is? At first, it's not cool. It's annoying to be in front of the computer. So right now I'm talking to you guys, but nobody's talking back to me. Only if you chat a little bit, but it's not the same thing. So online is good, but there's some limitations. But you know what? We get used to. There's a point in our lives that we say, we're getting used to. So now some people, they don't even want to go back to face stuff because they are so used to the online. It's so more convenient sometimes. You can even sleep a little bit more, you know. So so people are getting used. So there is a huge demand for online training. So now, and people, and in fact, if you're using the right platform, if you have the right tools, you can actually learn lots of things online. You can learn for sure English online, and you can for sure teach English online. There's no doubt about it. So yeah, so there's a high demand for that, because we little by little going back to normal. And as I said, those who prepare for the future, for the near future that is about to come, will capitalize the future opportunities. So again, it's time for you to take back your plans. So what's the status of the course face to face? We are already open in Paris. We are getting ready to open in New York City. So if you wish to come to New York City and apply for visa and do all of that, you'll be able to do that through IGTI office here in New York. So shall I still get certified? Of course you should get certified. As I said, you have to go back to your dreams. So why not? So this is the time for you to get certified. I am the type of person that I wanted to say what I do, and I want to advise you because that's what I'm doing. I always wanted to cook. I love those beautiful cakes. I didn't like to eat all of them, but I wanted to challenge myself. I just jumped right in it, and I'm learning, and I'm having the best time ever. So first of all, should you get certified? Learning is never a bad thing. So even if you decided not to use it, anything, it's always going to be great. It's always going to be an extra set of skills for you. So should you get certified? Yes. Should you get certified online or face to face? Maybe you can start it online. You can switch it to face to face. Maybe you can, if whatever country you decided to go, you can already go face to face, which is no questions about it, which of course is much better. But yes, and again, if you get certified now, depends on the course. It might take a few weeks for you to get ready, for you to then decide to plan. So it might take, it could take 2 or 3 months for you to be fully ready to go. And again, in 2 or 3 months, things are going to be much better than what it is now. So yes, you have to be getting prepared now for you to start action in a few months from now. Okay, and as I said, online or face to face? Online has its benefits, but between us, if you wanted to do it face to face if you can. It's much better. The contact, you get to know people, and it's a different experience. But if you cannot do it face to face, just go it. Just go it and do it online. Do it online. So you see, we have our partner from Saudi Arabia just join us here too, Hamdi from Saudi Arabia. So we have partners from all over coming up here. We have students from Madagascar. Wow, I thought it was from New York because of the name. Pakistan. Okay, so we have hello from Pakistan and all of that. Great. So let me go back to my presentation where I am. So we are broadcasting again this live on our Facebook channel, on our Facebook, and also on our YouTube channel. All right. So let me go back to my presentation where I was, because I have lots of things to cover. So here, why teach English online? Well, because first of all, you can get money while working from home. And as I said, there's a huge demand because lots of people decided they're still deciding to stay home. Remember, every country's in it's almost countries, states, cities are in different stage of the pandemic. Some people are going back home. Some people already ready to go. But it's different ways of the government and how the society altogether are handling the pandemic right now. And some people they feel more confident in going back to face-to-face classes. But if you're not, so taking courses online, it's a huge demand, and there are lots of opportunities and lots of companies that over the months have come up to help you teach online because people want to do that type of training online. So yes, there is a demand, there is an opportunity, and again, especially for those of you who are not in the United States and if you're abroad and if you make $25, $30 an hour to teach English, because it's not only the TEFL certification, it's whatever you can add to it with the TEFL certification. I'm sure you'll be making good money. So it's never bad enough for you to get some extra cash when you're still working from home, especially those days. What is the realistic time for getting jobs and teaching abroad? As I said, we just placed 200 TEFL certified students in Korea. Economies are reopening. Obviously, I don't need to go on that, but we have to continue. Life must go on. If the government, I tell you, if the government can help us, okay, if they can, you have to help yourself. You have to do something about it. We can't just sit and wait for the government to help you in whatever situation may be. With all the precautions, the attention, and everything else, you name it. But you still need to. Life must go on. Otherwise, we start losing it. So you have to take all the attentions and precautions, and life must go on. And if you see a country that will be willing to take you, and if they're reopening, and if they apply, if you can, the visa process is already open, why not? So again, interesting things. The U.S. embassy is open in some countries. In some countries, they are not open yet. And some countries, you can already book a time for you to apply for a visa. So it's a sign that yes, the economies are reopening. Okay, so here, teaching jobs overseas. So that's the same idea. Where can you go and teach? Obviously, we started, I always say briefly, so you can go on our website and you can fill in a form, you can download a PDF file with all the job prospects and idea. So it's a guide. I'm going to show you this guide in a little bit. So if you want to get more details about job opportunities abroad, not to mention that we are connected with the blockchain, all our certificates and all our graduate students, they can immediately find job. You can go, they take the certificate, they get the badge because it comes as a hard copy and it comes as well as a badge, and you can apply for a job right away. It's connected to a few thousand of job opportunities and portals abroad. But that's interesting for you to get to know a little bit better. So that all the information is also all over our social media. Anyways, so where to go? If you know me, I've been all over the world, and I cannot wait to start traveling again. So I wanted to go to Algeria. I want to go to Madagascar. I want to go to Argentina. I want to go back and do courses. I want to do TESOL training and cooking and baking. I want to do lots of things. So let me bring it up, Gisla Cornejo, who is going to help me out here.
Okay, so hello to everyone out there. I read here in the chat section who is there and has to introduce people. I just wanted to reiterate what he said about New York. He mentioned already a lot of things. And yes, we are open in New York. we are open in Paris. We run courses there regularly. And New York is basically preparing to open. Now, if somebody is interested in coming to New York or sending students over there, they should definitely get in touch with us. The particular student who wants to come there to New York has to complete an application form, and that's either online or we can send the individual the application form. They have to pay the deposit for the particular course, and after they have paid the deposit, then we will help them with the visa application support papers.
And Gisla, so when can people start coming to New York?
Well, we have our calendar out, and if they want to come to New York, they can register.
So what we're going to do, so we'll go back and talk about New York in a little bit. So let me just continue where we are. So you hang on there. So I'm sure lots of people, they want to know a little bit about New York. So just because we start talking about New York, let me actually bring a awesome video about New York here to give you a little sense of those of you who wanted to come to New York. So let me see if I can bring that beautiful video of New York here. Right, so let me see. I will bring that video. I'm going to ask them to bring that video up here. So you can get all excited about coming to New York. So, all right, let me see if if this video is up here.
Hi, my name is TESOL Curry. I am one of the founders of IGTI, International TEFL Training Institute. We have been on the English teaching business for the past 22 years. We have certified thousands of professionals across the globe, and we are proud to have partners in every corner of the world. We provide the best experience to any person who is interested in becoming an English teacher. One of the reasons why our students are so successful in the industry is the fact that our teaching practice is led by highly qualified TEFL trainers who have coached hundreds of TEFL prospective teachers. Our TEFL certification matches a 4-year college degree in the US or in the UK using the same textbooks. IGTI has been validated by the State Department of the United States of America. We are also accredited and affiliated by several TESOL TEFL organizations, such as iTTi, TESOL.org, TESOL Latin, TEFL, and the Charter College of Teaching. Look no further. Check our website to find the best program that suits your needs. Get in touch with us and let us take you to the next level of teaching English.
Okay, actually, I wanted to show a beautiful video for New York City to invite you guys to New York City, but I end up putting a video to invite you to the entire world. So as you know, we are very global, so we are wanted to go everywhere. But anyway, so I will bring Gisla up in a little bit. So let me continue my presentation here where I was. So here it is. So online TEFL course overview. So it's 120 hours. Totally online for those of you who wish to take. We have different types of program online. We have an awesome LMS, adaptive learning, artificial intelligence, all the materials ready for you to go easy, friendly, They use it. It's so beautiful, so sleek. You will love it, our LMS. So if you have not seen it, so I'm not even going to talk about it, but just go on our Facebook, go on our website, or ask our partners about our LMS. I bet there's no one else offering our program on an LMS at that level that we are. So it's like so much fun. And we have courses from 350 to 235, and we have combined courses, meaning you can take face-to-face plus online, starting from 1,590, and perhaps in some countries, from some of our partners, it could be even more affordable. I'm just giving you some ideas for you to know what we are up to now. So this is the job guidance I told you. If you wanted to get to know more about it, make sure you download it. And as I was saying before, where to go? I mean, Asian is the first place for you to consider. Then you have the Middle East. Awesome. You discover so many things. I mean, every time I go to the Middle East, I enjoy. It's so different. So, and very modern. I'm not only, when you think of the Middle East, you think of Dubai. No, there are lots of other countries and cities that it's amazing. So, yes. And then, of course, you have some countries in Africa, South Africa, we have Zimbabwe, we have our partners in Nigeria, we have Algeria, we have Morocco, we have Tunisia, we have Egypt. And have I forgotten anything in Africa? Any partner in Africa? No, but we have a huge land, lots of place for people to go and visit. So opportunities in Brazil, in Argentina, in Latin America. But of course, if you're looking for money, because money. So obviously, Asia and the Middle East are the best place for you to go. But if money is not your concern, and should be, because if you are in education, it's not what matters. I can't even forget to mention Madagascar in Africa. It's the next travel, my next destination. I'm waiting for our partners to organize something. So, that's the next destination. But again, if you are thinking of education, culture, learning a language, food, and everything else, and also making money as a secondary goal. So, there are other places other locations for you to really consider. So, and here is the job guidance that we have it. So just feel free to go on our social media and download it on our Facebook. So here are some questions. So I have a little quiz here for you. So, okay. So TEFL, teaching English abroad or online. What are my options? So does anybody want to answer this question for those of you who are watching me live? So let me see if there's anybody interested in answering this question. So for those of you who wanted to answer that. Yeah, so what are my options? So, so then the question is here, what is the current situation for teaching English abroad and teaching English overseas? So what I said to you, what I think is that, first of all, you have to understand where you wanted to go, and you have to understand the restrictions. But regardless, it will take you a few months for you to get ready, to get settled, to look for a place to stay, to apply for jobs. It will take you a few months. So you can start getting ready now, wherever you are, whatever center you choose to go. And then you can go in half a year from now. So it's not a process that you start today and you go tomorrow. So the situation, it is changing in every single country, and it's changing very rapidly. So therefore, start getting ready now to go in a few months. So, all right. So, well, the economy is not so good. So shall I invest money on the TESOL classes right now? As I mentioned to you, we have different types of program. We have program that is $235. I mean, if you really make a go, and if you know that you're going to make 5, 6, 7 times more than that, should you not invest it? I mean, again, education is never a bad thing. So getting certified, it's only adding to your skill set, as I said to you before. So if you want to get certified, we have options. IGTI creates options program that will fit in your pocket, unlike other companies. Okay, so All right. So is it okay, as I said, to get, those are the typical questions that people ask us. So is it okay to get certified during the Corona crisis? Listen, this crisis, yes, we are still going through it, but it's fading away. And as I said, you have to regain, take power back, and you have to start planning. Get ready now. So when the economy is fully reopened, if it's not already reopened in your country, you're ready to go. Don't wait for you to get ready to go when everything is back to normal. Get ready now. Okay? So, what's the realistic timeline for you to get a job and start teaching abroad or online? For you to start teaching abroad, it is very fast because you're not going anywhere. You're teaching online. You, as long as you have the proper tools, computer, perhaps camera, and lights, whatever the case may be, you can start teaching online right away. Abroad, as I said to you, takes some time. So get ready now. Okay. I'm not even reading all my answers because I know them all off the top of my head. So, all right. Okay, let's see. Can I get paid to teach English online during the coronavirus crisis? Of course, you can get paid. You have to get paid teaching no matter what crisis or no matter what time, of your life. If you're teaching online, I mean, why are you going to do it for free? If you invest in it, if you make it work, of course you should get paid for. Why should you consider teaching online? Perhaps if you have never done any type of online teaching, or if you're not familiar with this, or if you're afraid, or if you don't feel secure. So online is the best place for you to start it. So yeah, so start testing your waters online. See how it works, how you feel, see the challenges, because teaching is not going in front of the camera, in front of your computer and saying here and there. No, you have to really hold up your class, and that takes knowledge. It requires lots of knowledge and training. So let me briefly ask Kisla what she can tell us about the difficulties of teaching online. So let me bring her back on it. Yes. Did you get my question?
Yes, I did get it. And the question here is whether or not teaching online is difficult. Well, I personally didn't perceive it as difficult. I had to get used to that overnight. When the building management in New York came and shut down the building, I was in the middle of a program. And obviously, I had to give those students the rest of the training. And that happened almost overnight. And the next day, we met online, maybe the next day or the day thereafter. And we conducted our on-site class in the same way online. The only thing is that you don't have this the same interaction as in the class, that you see them, you can shake hands and maybe go out for coffee. So I personally did not find it difficult. What is a little bit tricky, and maybe people who are not used to working with the computer a lot, that they prepare their supporting documentation online so that they can pull that up the moment it is needed. And then, of course, you have to be, we use WhatsApp and we use email in order to support the whole process. And I can only tell from my experience that with a little bit inconvenience on day 1 and day 2, it worked out well, and now I like teaching online. As Tasto said earlier, it's very convenient. You
And
don't
then
have
you
to
get
go
used to it.
anywhere.
And we get used to it. So it's just like and we just get used to. So all right, thank you very much, Kisla. So let me continue here where I was. So yeah, so I guess all my next question you answer. And okay, what does IGTI recommend at this time? I recommend that you get ready. I recommend that you get certified, whether online, of course, be safe, take all the proper measurements, get your papers together, get vaccinated if you can, and plan for the future. And that's the idea. So, and who gets certified? Who gets certified? I mean, everyone. So let me Gizla, who gets certified? Who do you think should get certified?
Well, the question now is who should get certified, or who really comes and wants to get certified. Let me start with the second group. I get right now, because it's still partially online, I get phone calls from all kinds of people. People who work in offices, people who are college students, and they want to prepare to go abroad. There are people who have been in the workforce for a long time. They want to make a change.
Basically, there's no prior requirement.
No. Anybody can come and can get trained. So
there's no, whether you're native or non-native, you just needed to say, I want to get certified and I want to learn and I want to be able to teach. And I will go through the training and I'll make it happen. So basically, who gets certified? Who is determined to get certified? Who's motivated to do so? That's pretty much it. So, okay.
If I can add something, you mentioned native and non-native speakers. I just wanted to say at this point, there are non-native speakers in exciting work opportunities worldwide. And in work opportunities where you probably would say, oh, this is reserved for a native speaker. My philosophy is that if you really want to achieve something and you do the proper groundwork for that to make it happen, it will happen sooner or later. You have to get started, and we get started in training ourselves, preparing ourselves to be the best we can be. So what I wanted to say here is that this is a field not only reserved for native speakers. I have proof of many non-native speakers who became very successful in the field, but it requires work and it requires determination.
So, just because you said that, I wanted to bring a review that we got just not long ago from one of our students that went all the way to teach in Thailand. Check this out.
We met, we hit it off, and we asked to apply together.
I think that's why we all came here, was to become better people and, grow as individuals.
I worked for an insurance company in San Antonio, Texas. I needed a change of pace, to put it plainly.
I had a job in commercial real estate that I was not happy with. The 9 to 5 was not cutting it. I love to travel, and I used to work with kids. So coming to Thailand kind of checked off all my boxes. The people from Thailand are the kindest people I've ever met in my life. They are so generous, So I am learning lessons about thinking about everybody else before myself.
Thais are just known for going out of their way, and the demeanor is very different and very respectful.
John was the best instructor I could have asked for. He was amazing.
I love John. He's so sweet. He was informative, gave great constructive criticism, and I think that that's necessary in the setting that we were in. You know, we want to learn, we want to adapt appropriately, and he did a great job with that.
We did a lot of lesson planning, and you present your lessons in front of the class, after which the class gives you feedback and John gives you feedback. He was also very good about electronic feedback, so if you had homework to hand in, he would give you comments back. But it's amazing how you come into this experience having no teaching experience whatsoever, and it's daunting, it's really intimidating. And I felt like it was magic how in 3 weeks, everything that John taught us actually made us feel as prepared as you can feel in a situation like this to teach.
From the cultural excursions to the specific things that they talk about in the course, one of the biggest struggles for me was finding that confidence as a teacher. And I feel now I can really be thrown out, into the Thai culture and be able to, kind of stand on my own and really do this. That is in part due to the, Mike's culture class, the language class, and just, having that interaction with them through all these experiences. I feel really confident about that.
Not knowing what's going to happen, I think, is really, it's daunting, but it's equally as exciting. Or if not more so, it's more exciting than daunting.
Wow, that's a beautiful video. You see, it's daunting, but it's exciting. So as I hear from my mom, at the end, everything works out. You just have to put your mind to it. So anyway, so I think I'm going to make it short today. I just wanted to touch bases with all of you guys and invited you here to start getting more connected with us here at ITTI. We will come back next week or in a few days with more things, and we will bring partners here to talk about experience and things of that sort. So I will leave it up here. So make sure I hope this was very helpful, that gave you some ideas, that put that seed in your head to say, okay, so I have to start dreaming again, I have to make it again. And just send us an email if you have any questions. And like I said, right, Gisela, you have to dream again. You can't stop.
Yes.
Don't let the fears overtake you.
I wanted to add here, Tasto spoke about dreaming, and I wanted to add whatever you dream of, you can accomplish. It just takes a plan of action and willingness to do it, and it will be possible.
Correct. All right. Thank you all very much, and I'll see you next time.